My beloved child, you believed it was the end, but listen closely. The moment your world fractured, I was already crafting your miracle. Stay locked in, because halfway through, I reveal the one choice that turns every setback into a springboard. Don't skip ahead, or you'll miss the key that unlocks your destiny. Watch through to the very last second. This is the revelation you've been waiting for. Time is in short supply. Remain with me until the conclusion, because the action you take next will influence all that follows. This is your instant, my beloved. I require you to become alert to your calling. You've drifted through existence, getting drawn into routine tasks, forgetting the true reason you exist. Yet this is no random coincidence. There is an intention behind you seeing this, reading these phrases. It's because I want you to awaken and discern the magnificence I've placed within you. Heaven's child, if your soul longs for the favors that only the divine can provide, come forth. Declare, yes, I desire, and I shall respond with overflowing mercy. I formed you for a mission, dearest one, and this mission isn't something to be deferred or consigned to a vague someday. It commences right now. You've been awaiting the ideal moment, the ideal setting, and the ideal mindset to begin aligning with your destiny. However, the truth is that a flawless time will never arrive. The opportune moment is this very second. Stop delaying. Halt your excuses. The moment has come for you to advance into your purpose. I have instilled distinct endowments and abilities in you, elements that only you can offer this realm. Yet if you hesitate, you risk allowing those abilities to languish. Therefore, I'm requesting you, imploring you to move forward. Take these steps now. Decide to embrace your higher purpose and live by the design I set for you. Do not navigate away at this point. Stay close, because I have additional insights for you to absorb. For too long, fear has restrained you. You permitted dread to cripple you, to keep you immobilized, to persuade you that you're not qualified for the goals I've placed within your spirit. But fear tells falsehoods, my dear, and you must renounce it now. Follow this prompt. Relinquish your fear. I know you worry. Worry about failure, about disapproval, about the uncharted. Yet the reality is that you weren't fashioned for terror. I did not grant you a fearful nature, but rather one of authority, affection, and rationality. Fear isn't your controller, and it lacks the potency of the power I endowed in you. Fear invariably tries to thwart your objective, yet you possess the fortitude to conquer it. I stand by your side. When alarm creeps near, remember my presence, and we can triumph over all threats together. Execute this at once. Inhale deeply, releasing the dread that's been burdening your being. Proceed in certainty, because you're stronger than you imagine. You're still tuned in, yes? Excellent. Don't depart yet, as I must share more, and it matters deeply. My precious, I perceive your burdens, the remorse, the humiliation, the regrets. You've erred and clung to those wrongdoings excessively. You keep chastising yourself for transgressions I dismissed ages ago. However, it's time to let it end. Pardon yourself. I have already pardoned you. The moment you genuinely turned to me, I forgave you. Yet you haven't granted forgiveness to yourself. You're shouldering your history like a load you assume you must bear. Nonetheless, heed me now. Release it. You aren't defined by your blunders. You are not the sum of your previous actions. Beloved, if my counsel has stirred your soul, manifest your thanks by indicating your support for this message. Let it display the affection in your spirit. When I look your way, I do not notice your faults. I perceive your promise. I see your sincere core. I see the individual you're becoming, and I need you to acknowledge yourself through that same lens. So do this immediately. Reject the shame, the blame, the remorse. Grant yourself forgiveness, since I forgave you long ago. You've been operating on emptiness, my dear. You've concentrated so fully on external matters, duties, errands, and relationships, that you've overlooked your inner self. You've invested yourself in others, but spared no time to renew your spirit, leaving you spent, worn out, engulfed. Obey this call right now. tend to your soul. Your spiritual core is your deepest identity and demands nurturing, comparable to your physical and mental aspects. If you ignore your spirit, everything else in your life will begin to crumble. That's why I exhort you to pause, to recenter upon what actually counts. Spend time with me, converse with me, chase after my presence, absorb my teachings, and allow them to revive your essence. Do this now. Devote yourself to safeguarding your spiritual wellness. I know your days are hectic, but trust me, you can't afford to neglect this. Your entire existence flows from the vitality of your soul, so ensure it is nourished. Nothing is more potent than love, true, unbounded love. It transforms hearts, mends wounds, bridges distances, and right now the world craves more of it. But that renewal commences with you. Act promptly. Commit to love generously. I am aware that it isn't always painless. People cause suffering, they disappoint, they betray, but I request that you love them in spite of it all, because my love for you is of that nature. I don't cherish you based on deeds or how precisely you adhere to principles. I love you because you belong to me. That is the type of love I summon you to shower on others. Extend love to those around you, not merely when it's straightforward, but when it's extraordinarily tough. Love them when they appear undeserving. Love them when they exasperate you. Act right away. Display love, even when it seems nearly unworkable, since in so doing, you mirror my love to humanity. That is what brings genuine transformation. You've dwelt too long in prior chapters or fretted about the future, yet neither past nor future is where authentic life unfolds. Life lives in the instantaneous now, and you're forgoing it. Obey this direction immediately. Dwell in the present. Quit fearing tomorrow. I have it managed. Stop rehashing the errors of yesterday. I absolved them already. Rather, center on today's blessings, on the doors this hour unveils, on the companions who stand alongside you right now. Existence is brief, and you don't want to reflect with sorrow that you let the splendor of now slip by while you pondered an unknown future. So act at once. Be present. Fully occupy this moment, because real living takes shape here. My dear one, I urge you to rely on me. I recognize that not everything aligns neatly. I see you've gone through hardships, wondering about the rationale behind them. But you must realize that my sovereignty remains intact. Take this leap right now. Trust me. Believe that I possess a purposeful direction for your journey. Believe that I coordinate all components for your betterment, even if it's invisible to you. Believe in my immeasurable love that will never desert you. I see how you've been wounded. I witness your disappointments, but I ask you to place your trust in me despite the pain, as I have the broader vision. I understand your destination, and I lead you each pace of your path. You've managed to come so far, and my pride in you is immense for persisting with me. Now absorb these declarations, because they hold the ability to revolutionize your life. This is a crucial pivot, but only you can move. You have absorbed my truth, yet you must proceed. Act at this moment. Decide to live in a new way, to seize your calling, to dismiss anxiety, to absolve yourself, to love unfailingly, to nurture your soul, to remain present, and to leave every care in my hands. This is not merely another set of words. This is a point of transformation. Whatever you choose to do now will outline the route your life traverses from here. I present a chance for rebirth, a clean page, but you must lay hold of it. My cherished, if you believe you should advance the message I have placed before you, you are free to offer your aid below. Your kindness will invigorate this platform, dispersing the glow of my affection through this medium. Your benevolence warms me, and I see each measure of your generosity. My beloved child, during these days, I urge that you exercise care in whom you trust. Retain a prudent boundary against the deep afflictions you've previously incurred. Firstly, recognize my unwavering love and drench yourself in the calm, security, and honesty I give. Right now, I lay my potent hand upon your heart, cleansing away all your grief. Permit my love to surround you. Sense wholeness and certainty so that you will no longer hunt for this love in others. When you're imbued with my devotion and deeply linked with me, you will not hastily hand your heart to anyone out of pity or emptiness. You will not attempt to replenish that void with people who may abuse your frailties. I am rehabilitating the breach within you, that hollow yearning. I am replenishing your weary soul that you might live invigorated and resolute from this moment on. Hold fast to the sincere, genuine bond you share with me. Pursue me daily, stay encased in my tranquility, and you will avoid being led astray again. Welcome my heartfelt love. Seize my authentic affection. I stand with you always, and I will never let you fall. I love you precisely where you are. You will ascend. There is abundant life waiting for you. Numerous tasks to perform, many desires to accomplish. Show me your loyalty by relying on my assurances and fully turning from pessimism. Do not permit discouraging words to slip from your lips, nor allow anyone to plant negativity in your mind. I am the deity who granted you breath. Your destiny rests in my authority, and my intentions will triumph. This is my declaration. I long for you to begin living from this day forth. Rise each dawn with the mindset of a winner. I am embedding in you the yearning to ascend towering peaks, to alter your life's course in ways that will refresh your soul and restore your well-being. Yes, you're correct. I commend your growth, but I require you to raise the significance of your own well-being and look after yourself more conscientiously. Ahead lies a radiant horizon for your household. They carry the same importance as your own survival. They're interwoven into your being, and if I have sustained you thus far, it's because I see how profoundly you care for them. You prayed for endurance to keep going since your family leans on you. I cradle all your dear ones in my hand, and though you sometimes hesitate, you fill the role of leader in your home. No one is replaced by your presence. Certain individuals might have donned that mantle, yet they chose recklessness, refusing the splendid calling of devoting their existence to such a remarkable family, driven by apathy. Your children might upset you, might rebel, and might disregard you, yet take solace in the goodness embedded deep within them, a heart which grasps its failings. Because you pleaded for them, I remain in their midst. Their concealed tears over their own attitudes gradually nourish a small seed, and once that seed flourishes, the rigidity of their defiance will shatter in remorse. They will grasp their errors, returning to you in search of pardon. You will weep at their side, tears of relief and gratitude, celebrating that juncture where your perseverance and sincerity have at last borne fruit. That is why I ardently desire that you encounter uncountable instants of delight. Stay expectant. You will see your loved ones conquering their struggles and prevailing over challenges. My promise will stand. Keep vigilant, be on guard. I am here to guide you, so your spirit must remain attentive and receptive. You've conveyed a perpetual weariness, yet I urge you to trust in me and yearn for my nearness. When burdens feel crushing, I shall grant you rest. Don't allow your worries to strip you of assurance or serenity. Your adversary is unwavering, tirelessly strategizing to trip you up, planting enticements to deplete your strength and persuade you to discard your hope. This pattern has always been so. Still, I stand guard over you, shielding you from your foe's assaults. Even in unconscious slumber, you sense the force of the conflict, frequently partaking in urgent clashes without realizing it. I am your champion in the spiritual sphere, contending with malevolent powers to ensure they cannot injure you. You are exceedingly blessed and favored. You hold a notable advantage against those who oppose you, for you have me on your side. I am your glorious, omnipotent Father. Do not perceive your obstacles as larger or mightier than me. Resist any urge to feel cornered or dominated by troubles. Do not let fear overtake you just because you hear their threats. You needn't be impeccable or flawless to merit my grace and security for yourself and your family. Hostile forces may rush forth with deceit and baseless criticism, with contrived problems and false allegations, yet I will fend off their vicious attacks, and I will deliver you from these trials as both a victor and conqueror. My cherished one, as you receive my mercy, let it overflow to others. Offer this teaching to someone who thirsts for my might, and through you they will also encounter my caring. Don't ruminate on your earlier mistakes, or on what you lack, or on your frailties. My word affirms again and again that my victory is your victory. It radiates from my throne, from my very hands. Soon you will be granted the recompense for enduring, the return for your tenacity, and the crowning for your commitment, the laurel of life and countless gifts, all of which you must embrace wholeheartedly. Declare, both aloud and within, that you are poised to accept them. I am preparing you to hold all the prayers you have spoken. I value your wellness, your emancipation, your success, and I wish you great joy. I yearn for your spirit to be recharged, for harmony and serenity to thrive once more in your family. You suffered many hardships in your younger years, and when you matured, those who should have shielded you failed in their duty. I beheld your silent tears one night, and they profoundly moved me. My angels wept beside you. Throughout your path, I have carried you, sparing you from calamities, including death. I have always seen your intrinsic value, a priceless, shining soul, brimming with uncommon resilience and a vigorous will to keep advancing. You are akin to a solid tree anchored by deep roots and strong limbs. I strategically rooted you where you most need to flourish. Presently, I've been preparing you for the marvelous benefits that will soon arrive. I endowed you with a spirit of love and authority, so your emotions mirror your convictions. Your everlasting salvation, your healing, and your emotional and sentimental equilibrium are paramount at this juncture. Do not disregard the strength of my passionate love for you, which envelops you with divine, perfect warmth. In periods of sorrow and challenge, when you recall me, your soul experiences solace, and your heart feels calm. Seek my hand at daybreak, throughout the hours, and upon your return at dusk. Confide in me, for I am forever ready. Communicate your hopes and what you hold dear. Simply articulating these thoughts yields profound tranquility. Whenever you express thanks, a sacred balm comforts your being, flooding your entirety with solace and encouragement. Whenever you invoke me earnestly, your spirit shakes off its anguish. In moments when you are worn out, distressed, melancholy, or despondent, retreat into my arms. I shall exchange your brokenness for rest, your tears for delight. Always recall that I am your best companion. You're never on your own. Immerse yourself in my truths. Even if you feel lonely, understand that you remain secure. You will conquer if you cling to my hand and abide in my love. You will not fall. Confess your affection for me and confirm your fidelity. Your happiness gladdens me, and when sadness overwhelms you, I uncover paths to restore your smile. I am not a harsh father. I take no delight in your pain. I am not an unfeeling deity, nor have I forsaken you, contrary to certain suggestions. You exist in perilous times where many ridicule your faith and covet your joy. Remain cautious about the paths you tread and the voices you heed. Beware those who tout promises of calm and triumph, utilizing sly language to usher you into darkness. They might insist you need no reliance on me, that you should follow your own inclinations, free of my counsel. But you are forever interconnected with me. Even in valleys overshadowed by demise, I stand at your side. Yet if you choose a misguided route, you risk forgetting my assurances, rejecting my love, and imagining no necessity for my guidance. Nonetheless, I will persist in reaching out, nudging your heart. I will place my hand upon your shoulder, tenderly redirecting you toward my plan. While my wish is for you never to stray, if it happens, I know you will miss my closeness. The domain of darkness offers no actual and honest love. Now you hear my cautionary words. Deceivers will appear, speaking cleverly to mislead you. Do not follow their path. Abide with me. Right here, you obtain all you need, free from torment, falsity, treachery, and peril. In my presence there is bliss and life, beyond only sorrow and gloom. I saved you and claimed you because I want your prosperity. You will flourish. Have faith in my pledge. Under my authority, you shall be a blessing and a shining example to your community and family. Your pleas have reached me. They're remembered and shall be resolved with far more generosity than you would dare hope for. Remain with me, and I will reveal your life's purpose, making you courageous and triumphant. Even if opponents confront you, you need not fear. Accept this blessing I offer you now. I cherish you profoundly, and I am here to bestow upon you the serenity you have been longing for, the stillness you desperately hunger for. I implore you to settle your heart and not bear your anxieties like a yoke on your back, a blockade in your throat, clouding your mind. This is crucial for your thoughts, your soul, and your entire existence. Today, surrender these destructive emotions to me. Realize that by clinging to fear, anger, and frustration, you open the gateway to greater turmoil. I know you're disturbed by material concerns. Your finances haven't changed in appearance, and they seem daunting, as do the doubts regarding your physical health. Rather than churning over these burdens all day and night, converse with me. Voice those troubles. What truly heightens your anxiety is the situation in your household. Understandably, you're heavily impacted by the choices of those you hold dear, but you must halt these feelings before they sink into your heart and implant themselves. Speak with certainty and conviction. My God stands beside me as a powerful giant. Therefore, I refuse to fear the threats of enemies. Repeat that, my child. Remember that numerous angels, warriors prepared for battle, surround you, ready to shield you instantly. They await my command. Yet they also need to witness your faith, your conscious resolve to believe. I cannot command their intervention to protect you and usher you into better outcomes unless you are ready to tackle bigger trials. My hands contain limitless rewards that I yearn to give you. But first, you must relinquish the weighty emotions to me. I wish to elevate you to a state where your faith is vibrant and engaged. Beloved, know that your generosity toward this mission is a vital portion of my grand design to impact hearts across the globe. Through your contribution, we can shape a future anchored in faith and optimism. Click the Super Thanks button, and my bountiful favor will flood your life. I plan to drape you with divine mercy. Only surrender your entire being to me, withholding nothing. I will absolve your sins, wipe out your earlier failings, purify your feelings wholeheartedly, and cast aside all wickedness into the deepest seas. The season is ripe for you and your family to be restored in unity, in calm, in healing. Remember, I stay beside you forever. That is the only fact you must cling to. Today you might sense frailty or gloom, but as you take in my assurances, let them saturate your heart with serenity, joy, valor, and faith. Right now, my request to you is to recall my gentle devotion each day, but no longer dwell on the excruciating incidents that marred your past. A new chapter of reparation and renewal is at hand. Buried blessings will be rediscovered. Obstacles that used to bar your way will now open from above. I shall pour down prosperity in abundance, lifting and comforting your spirit. Step onward from here with unwavering trust that I, your God and splendid Father, sovereign and overflowing with fondness, am forever near. Let this certainty spark a blazing passion in you to live a purposeful and mission-oriented existence. Embrace the eagerness to keep the commandments of your Lord and Master, and never feel ashamed about your conviction in me or in my words. Celebrate with expectancy for the miracles I will unleash in your days and in your household. For everyone who commits themselves to me merits being heard in my presence, reaping the harvest of their obedience and faith. Look forward eagerly to awe-inspiring and radiant marvels. You shall view extraordinary transformations in the lives of your dear ones, bringing you immense jubilation. Even if tensions or conflicts materialize, remain steady in your faith, trusting fully that I will stand by you. I am perpetually at your side, no matter the conditions. I'm here to support you, but you must also be ready to heed me, not merely speak. Engage with my written word. From it, I will speak intimately to your soul. It will fill you with my spirit, endowing you with a power no one can ever strip away. Give me your personal assurance that you will pursue me daily with love and belief. I'm continually waiting, even if life's schedule is frantic and you're in a rush. Strive to give me a moment to imbibe this message that shall uplift your heart. I take pleasure in you. You profoundly touch my heart. Despite the burdens you confront, you keep placing your trust in me and remain steadfast. Therefore, today I pronounce that I will shower you and also your family with even greater favor. Do not waver, nor stop forging ahead. Do not bow to fear. Persist in lifting your hands heavenward. When fatigue bears down on you in your journey, make a brief pause and share with me your reflections, your aims, the matters of your soul, and your emotional state. Bear in mind, it isn't just material sustenance that nurtures humankind, but every word emanating from my throne. The nourishment I grant now carries a divine blessing and will fill you with peace, ease, and conviction. I offer you my peace. Welcome it wholeheartedly today. When the path feels overly challenging, allow the flame of my love to remind you of my unwavering closeness. Do not fix your attention on people. They can fail you. Don't rely exclusively on the admiration and validation of others. Yes, I shaped you for love, both to give and receive. But keep in mind that the only real, never-ending love that is always yours is my timeless love, which will never falter or forsake you. Shield your heart from those who might abandon you. Don't entrust your future to people who may decide to end their affection once they've taken all they can. Do not bestow the highest space in your innermost self on those who could deceive or injure you, bringing turbulence to your world. You have sought hope, and behold, it lies before you. You've pleaded for calm, and now I extend it. Remind yourself that you're not by yourself, that you've not been cast aside. Even if close kin or friends betray you, rest assured my boundless, marvelous love remains available. The ultimate delight is knowing and sensing that your magnificent Father holds you in great esteem. I am fully aware of your deep need for these comforting words. I yearn to see you navigate obstacles, ward off dejection, and persist onward without relinquishing your hope so that your success and flourishing may be assured. Believe in me as your Heavenly Father. Please communicate openly with me about your wants. Similarly, I long for you to see me as a dear ally. I stand prepared to extend my hand, confirming that I am perpetually vigilant and listening. Interacting with me offers tangible benefits. It mends your spirit and calms your thoughts. By voicing your innermost sentiments, you animate your faith, establishing the groundwork for wonders to emerge. My beloved, this day I convey words of solace and promise. I am aware of your burdensome hours, and I understand how those anxieties have masked the happiness in your heart. Pay close attention to my statement now. Let my peace, beyond human comprehension, take hold of your spirit at this time. That peace is not fleeting, nor dependent on circumstances. It is rooted in my everlasting nearness in your life. When everything around you seems unsteady, when tempests break forth and panic encroaches on your heart, keep in mind that I remain with you. I am your secure foundation, your steadfast anchor amid confusion. You are not obligated to shoulder anxieties and distress alone. I invite you to lay all your cares on me, for I hold you dear. Do not grant worry a resting place in your soul. Substitute it with serenity, trusting me, the Lord, who manages every affair. I perceive your wishes, your riddles, your everyday inner wars. Thus, I exhort you, open your heart to the tranquility I bring. Observe how that tranquility saturates every emptiness, placates every internal tempest, and provides unwavering certainty of safety in my embrace. Life's journey may overflow with obstacles, and the trail can appear daunting, but never forget that you never walk in isolation. My presence is unending, my hand persistently extended to lead you wherever you go. Hold this certainty close, precious child. In the same way my words have raised you, you can do the same for others. Forward this blessing to a friend, and collectively, you shall abide in my grace. I am the God who imparts serenity in strife, silence in chaos, and comfort in fatigue. So, my dear one, trust. Let my unique peace envelop you, a peace not derived from this world, but resonating in each commitment I have made and every whispered word of love to your soul. Carrying this peace, you can confront anything, assured that I am with you presently and will remain so. Never undervalue the potency of prayer. It is the medium through which you commune with me, but it likewise serves as my channel for pouring grace upon you. Each instance you kneel in prayer, you open your spirit to me. Believe me, I hear every utterance, every supplication, every cry uttered in prayer. Even on occasions when speech escapes you and you only have the silence of a broken soul, remember, I understand. I observe the innermost musings, I sense the deepest sentiments. Prayer is not mere ritual, not a routine ceremony. It is an encounter between the source and the created being. It is the moment when I enclose you with my love, permitting you to sense my comforting presence. Regardless of brevity or length, your prayer's authenticity is what really matters. I wish you to realize that no prayer is overlooked, even those seeming unanswered or that you presume remain unheard. I retain them, and in my impeccable timing, I address them, each one. At times, the response you desire does not arrive in the manner you pictured, but trust that I remain active, orchestrating your benefit. Persevere in prayer with conviction and determination. Recognize that your words carry influence and that I am shifting celestial and earthly factors to favor you. Prayer can remake circumstances, reshape hearts, inspire cure and restoration. Above all, prayer strengthens your belief, brings you nearer to me, and bestows upon you the strength to endure. Never cease praying. Never doubt that I am attentive. As you pray, permit me to fill you with peace, which surrounds and fortifies you, because in each plea lies the assurance that I stay with you, mindful, loving, directing your way. My precious child, I want to speak about the adversities you confront. I know how frequently the path feels steep, how troubles loom like menacing heights, but please grasp that I stay with you each step, in every confrontation. Hardships are elements of the journey, but they weren't given to defeat you. On the contrary, they serve to hone your resilience, to teach you to rely on me in even deeper ways. Whenever you encounter adversity, recall that you are never alone. I am your hiding place and might, a help in distress, a present ally. When sorrow feels insurmountable, when burdens weigh like a crushing force, raise your gaze to me. I am the one who converts sorrow to celebration, anguish to elation, defeat to conquest. Every hardship you face gives you a chance to witness my strength more intimately, to view my hand enacting wonders in your existence. I acknowledge there are occasions when you feel depleted, powerless, lacking the stamina to carry on. But it is in these precise intervals that my grace flourishes in your fragility. Regardless of how immense the mountain before you appears, with my engagement, you can prevail. I am at your side, empowering you, guiding you, holding you up. Believe in me, beloved. Resist losing heart. I impart the fortitude required to triumph, and the victory will be yours. Each fight you overcome is a reflection of my affection and capability at work. Once the obstacles succumb, you'll realize they served merely as stepping stones, elevating you to higher ground, closer to me. The Christian path entails a faith-filled odyssey, a pilgrimage demanding steadfastness, even when everything around you insists you surrender. Persistence doesn't mean persisting for its own sake. Rather, it is walking forward with trust, despite no visible outcomes. I am aware that sometimes the option to give up tugs, that you feel like leaving it all behind. However, I say, do not throw in the towel. Blessings await you, only disclosed to those who refuse to halt midway. By persisting, you proclaim to the spiritual realm that you count on me, that you trust my promises long before they manifest. Persistence confirms your faith, maintaining your stand in the storms. I promise that your perseverance won't be fruitless. Every exertion, tear, prayer, and faithful forward step is recognized. I am forever by your side, fortifying you not to glance back, but rather to keep focus on the truths I gave you. Recollect, my child, that although this course may be extensive, the endpoint is marvelous. Don't falter because of stumbling blocks or stones in your way, because I have forecasted a fruitful outcome. When you attain the finish line, you will see that each hurdle was worthwhile, for the reward I planned is ample and magnificent. Stay courageous, keep believing, continue walking as I accompany you, preventing any impediment from prevailing. Those who endure in me will win. Dearest child, if these words have revived calm in your core, react by indicating that like button's glow, symbolizing the flame of your faith. I want to share more about the pledges I have in store. Recognize that for every battle you wage, I have a recompense, and for every tear shed, a blessing awaits, ready to descend upon your circumstances. I am the God who rewards unwavering hearts, who doesn't disregard the trials faced with loyalty. The blessings I've prepared aren't merely to soothe you in adversity, but also to elevate you, leading you to higher realms of faith and closeness with me. Every proactive leap you take toward me, every episode where you embrace my word, I line up fresh blessings surpassing all you can fathom. Often, you might not observe instant fruit from your belief, yet trust that I'm working for your welfare. I smooth your path so that in due season, the blessings I've conserved for you will be realized in a monumental and life-altering manner. These gifts are not solely physical, but spiritual too. I intend to grant you serenity, wisdom, and profound comprehension of my revelations. I intend to instill in you a lasting cheer, independent of conditions, and a hope that thrives in every environment. Prepare yourself, my child, because I hold remarkable promises for you. Progress onward, trusting wholeheartedly, and witness my faithfulness in upholding each vow. When I open paths, no one can bar them. The riches I provide are bountiful and perfect. Embrace them with unwavering belief, allowing these gifts to steer you toward a life overflowing with purpose and delight in me. I need you to realize the critical nature of faith in the spiritual skirmishes before you. Faith isn't merely a conviction in something vast. It's the force that keeps you standing firm through warfare, shining a lamp upon your course when all around appears dim. Along your path, you'll grapple with challenges transcending the physical realm, fights waged in unseen dimensions. In these conflicts, faith is your mightiest arsenal. Through faith, you connect to me, recollecting every promise I've sworn to you, nurturing the confidence that even amid strife, you do not fight alone. Whenever you pronounce your faith in me, each time you decide to honor my word, you prevail over the forces trying to tear you down. Faith enables you to perceive more than just the immediate obstacles, letting you see my invisible actions behind life's curtains. Recall that faith forms the bedrock of hope, the evidence of truths not yet visible. Though appearances may suggest otherwise, though your senses scream of impossibility, faith affirms that nothing is too difficult for me, the God who accomplishes the unthinkable. Strengthen your faith. Each day, feed it through the scripture, through supplication, through close fellowship with me. Faith does more than keep you upright in trials. It also clears the path to triumph. Each spiritual conquest intensifies your faith, making it more resilient and anchored. Press on, fighting with faith, confident that my presence sustains you, ensuring victory for the ones who put their trust in me. Being valiant isn't the same as never feeling anxiety. It's the resolve to push onward even when fear tries to stifle you. My mandate for you is resolve and bravery, not timidity about the troubles that close in. Courage arises from within, responding when life tests your convictions. If fear knocks, recall that I'm right there. Remember that the one alive in you transcends any menace posed by the world. Courage spurs you to challenge the figurative giants that cross your route, which may assume the shape of uncertainties, apprehensions, or monstrous obstacles. Yet I tell you now, fear not, for I grant you the capacity to triumph. By my side, you can surmount any trial. Being brave is choosing to trust in my word, even if your surroundings convey a contradictory message. It's standing unshaken in the awareness of my loyal nature, fulfilling all I promise. It's resisting despair, crying out to me, knowing that I am continually present. My child, I instruct you, remain bold, for I go with you. Don't let dread overwhelm you, for you will be victorious when you truly believe in me. Let courage well up in your spirit, illuminating your journey, so you venture boldly, trusting that I am your God, steadfastly by your side. A significant number of individuals embark eagerly on a quest, but few ultimately succeed. It's precisely those who refuse to cease midway for whom I've planned magnificent recompenses. Enduring is never effortless. It needs grit, tenacity, and especially faith. Endurance demonstrates that you rely on me, that you embrace my assurances, and that I hold the power to fulfill them. Believe me, for those who stay persistent, there is a guaranteed reward, independent of how prolonged or challenging the road may be. Those who do not give up shall witness my pledges materialize in their reality. Each moment of unwavering effort is an assertion of faith that I bless. The prizes reserved for you are immense, but you'll only see them if you persist, never surrendering to the initial wave of challenges or bowing to the storms life brings. I see your diligence, each tear, each imploring prayer, every determined step of faith, and none of it is for nothing. I am orchestrating something splendid for you, more immense than you might guess. But to grasp it, you must carry on, you must endure. Direct your gaze toward me, staying vigilant, not yielding. The path might be extensive, but the finale is breathtaking, and once you attain it, you will recognize that each test was warranted. The treasure I promise is vast and thorough, since I, your God, remain faithful to fulfill. I want you to recognize that in every confrontation you encounter, you need never go it alone. I am the one who combats on your behalf, your ever-present foundation in troubling times. In every fight that arises, I walk with you, upholding your hand, showing your footing, empowering your heart. Even when the fight looks impossible, trust that I am your abiding rescue. I do not desert you, do not renounce you. My presence remains your fortress. I am acquainted with all your battles. I realize how severely you wrestle. But please know that even at your lowest ebb, when your stamina appears depleted, I am supporting you. I am your fortress, your bastion, your unshaken pillar. Place your faith in me, and I'll lead you to triumph in every battle. Lean on me. I am the God who never loses. With my aid, victory is indisputable. If you feel inundated, remind yourself that I march right there, striving alongside you, conquering the unseen foes that threaten to surge. Rest, my child, in my upholding grace. Let me take command of your struggles, steering you toward conquest. When you anchor yourself in me, no difficulty can subdue you, for I am the one sustaining you, carrying you when you can no longer press on by your own might. Trust in me, and I will escort you to victory, my beloved. Precious soul, I'm inviting you to know me more intimately. Select join and step into an atmosphere where my words resonate more vividly, where you'll find unity and warmth in every act of devotion. I implore you to comprehend that the impediments before you are not fixed. I am the God who deconstructs barriers, forging paths where none were visible, realizing the seemingly unattainable. The walls hindering you can feel daunting, convincing you there is no way forward, that you're ensnared. But trust me, no barrier stands that I cannot topple. What may seem hopeless to you, I transform into possibility. What hinders your progress today, I can remove from your route. Reflect on Jericho's fortifications, collapsing before my people, not by earthly force or might, but through my supreme agency. The obstacles confronting you will likewise yield. Whether they're monetary troubles, tangled relationships, illnesses, or other adversities, none exceed my capacity. I ask that you keep progressing, despite the outward obstructions. Do not yield, do not lose spirit, because behind the scenes I operate, destroying the walls inhibiting you. When you aren't expecting it, you will see that the direction is open, that the blockade is gone, and that I have unveiled a fresh corridor for you to traverse. Hold fast to faith, dear child. Acknowledge that I am the mighty God who brings walls low, who reshapes impossibilities into certainties. Persist, as the walls shall tumble, revealing my monumental hand in your existence. And the moment they do, you'll know it happened solely by my strength, ensuring your advancement. Along your path, you will face times when life's events seem uncertain. Your surroundings may shift, conditions may intensify, leaving you tempted to waver. But those are exactly the points at which I summon you to rely on me without restraint. Trust surpasses just recognizing my existence. It is entrusting every area of your being into my custody, confident that I watch over each portion. When difficulties erupt, if suspicions arise, hold fast to my unwavering intention to uphold every pledge. I notice what is veiled from your sight. I perceive forthcoming events and deeply grasp your needs before you voice them. Rely on me wholeheartedly and avoid depending on your limited understanding. Acknowledge me in all circumstances, and I shall straighten your journey. You may not grasp your ongoing challenges, you may think them senseless, yet in those junctures, stand unwavering in your reliance on me. I am the God who silently operates, discreetly orchestrating beneficial outcomes for you. No force escapes my governance. Everything converges for your good, whether you understand it immediately or not. Child, deposit all your burdens, all your anxieties at my feet. Allow me to guide your path. Let me steer your destiny. As you have confidence in me, I'll fulfill what only I can. Unleash miracles, unveil gates, and reshape your world in unimaginable ways. I yearn to accomplish a sweeping work within you. The transformation I intend transcends the superficial, reaching into the deepest recesses of who you are. This is the renewal I bring to any soul who comes to me openly, longing for something more than mere surface modifications, longing for genuine recreation. My renewal is not simply purging your past, it is an entirely new start. I gather the fragmented remnants, the old scars, the poor choices and regrets, and make them into something vibrant and splendid. Renewal is the process in which I mold you to reflect my essence, cleansing your heart and reshaping your thoughts. This metamorphosis may be slow but profound. Each day, as you walk hand in hand with me, I elevate you to higher levels of discernment, of communion, and of sanctity. I show you how to let go of hindrances, how to clasp onto the new things I am creating. My child, renewal is a gift only I can grant, not because you merit it, but because of my deep affection. In that renewal, I remove every stain of sin, releasing you to exist in abundance, full of my spirit. Avoid holding to earlier times, refusing to let old injuries define you. In me, you are reborn. Walk freely, understanding that renewal is thorough and ongoing. I am the God of transformation, the one who brings forth fresh realities, granting new identity, new aim. The deed I've initiated, I will uphold to completion. As you continue, there will be instances where despair threatens to incapacitate you. These phases are inevitable but needn't be conclusive. Despair is a dark cloud seeking to eclipse the light I've placed within you. Yet recall that my radiance eclipses every gloom. I realize how the burdens can sometimes be crushing and how loneliness may seep in. But please know I remain with you. When discouragement seeks to ensnare you, direct your gaze to me. I am your reservoir of fortitude, your hope, ever dependable. Refuse to let fleeting realities govern your future. The scenes you witness are merely fragments of a bigger narrative I'm composing and finalizing. You can't yet grasp the inevitable victory, but to reach it, you must remain determined, rejecting despair. When you're feeble, call out to me. I will replenish your vigor. I will fuel you to press onward, lift your head, and advance another step. Keep in mind, you are more than a champion through me, and despondency holds no sway to conquer you, unless you yield to it. My child, I have called you to a life of conquest, to surmount each barrier, even despair. Let my joy sustain you. Let my love empower you to persevere. And whenever you sense discouragement trying to take charge, remember that I am the one who raises you, carries you, and endows you with the fortitude to keep going. An extraordinary power works in you whenever you live by faith. Faith isn't just acknowledging my existence, it's permitting that certainty to define your worldview, your decisions, your perspective, and your trust. These elements can transform impossibilities into realities, ushering into existence what you cannot see yet. My invitation is for you to walk a life of faith, where each stride is nurtured by confidence in my plan, and every resolution is influenced by the truth that I orchestrate events. Faith is the link that taps into the supernatural, that throws wide the portals for my might to manifest in remarkable ways. When you choose faith, you grant me the room to move in territories previously unreachable. Faith carries you beyond what you consider feasible, enabling you to see past the immediate and to tangibly encounter my presence in a meaningful manner. Child, let faith serve as the motive force of your life. Allow it to change your anxieties into courage, your uncertainties into conviction, your frailties into resilience. Faith isn't passive but alive, charged with the capacity to reshape your nature. Each action of faith is like a seed planted, eventually bearing fruit. Those fruits are deep and lasting shifts, drawing you nearer and nearer to me. Let your life mirror such faith as I work all circumstances for your betterment. My beloved child, if these pronouncements stir your heart, signal by pressing like, an emblem of the grace you've imbibed from me today. Dear one, as you proceed on your faithful pilgrimage, I must remind you of the value of hope. Hope stands like an anchor for your being, robust and steady, maintaining your stability as the storms blow. Hope is not merely a hollow longing for improvement, it is the assured knowledge that in me, every occurrence aligns for the welfare of those devoted to me. Through hope, you can face whatever lies ahead with optimism, convinced that I am shaping something gorgeous, irrespective of visible proof. During uncertain seasons, when future possibilities fade, let hope in me be your lamp. I am the faithful God who fulfills every promise, and you can trust fully that the best has yet to unfold. Hope fortifies you, offering you the fuel to persist, preventing you from sinking into gloom. Child, cling to the hope deriving from me. Reject the notion of being overwhelmed by fleeting events. Let your gaze remain on the guarantees I have offered, because hope proves trustworthy. I am unwavering, and every pledge of mine will be kept. May the hope found in me beam like a lighthouse, guiding your steps in even the darkest nights. Throughout every stretch of your journey, my love holds you up. Regardless of any trial, no matter how daunting the route, my devotion toward you is firm and everlasting. It is a type of love that will never collapse, fade, or vanish. I treasured you before your birth. That love shapes the bedrock of all I do in your life. My care protects you, steers you, and re-energizes you. When you feel lost, when anxieties try to break your bond with me, keep in mind my steadfast love. It is the golden thread tying you to me, ensuring your security. My affection surpasses your wildest imagination. It does not lean on your performance or perfection, but stands because you are indeed my cherished creation. And no barrier, absolutely none, can tear you from this love, not death or life or struggles or tribulations. When your strength wanes, recall that it is my love that steadies you. That same love endows you with the drive to continue, the power to face adversity, the tranquility that soothes your heart. I love you with an unfailing devotion, and this love accompanies every footstep you take. We journey together, and I want to speak about the healing I make accessible to your spirit. Oftentimes, the gravest wounds are not those the eye sees, but those concealed deep in your soul. These pains can stem from betrayal, deception, prior sins, or losses that left scars. I am the God who heals. My healing reaches beyond the physical, delving into the furthest corners of your person. I see every hurt, every quiet tear, every muffled plea, and I assure you I am here to restore you. That healing emerges when you open yourself to me, surrendering even your most fragile emotional wounds. There is no ache too immense for my hands, no gash I cannot mend. Occasionally, healing is a path. On other occasions, it is instantaneous. Nonetheless, I am constantly at work to renew your spirit. Let me tend to those lesions, bring them into the open, speak of your heartbreak, and I vow to repair every piece. I'll exchange your broken spirit for laughter, your sorrow for bliss. The healing I give covers everything, turning your past around and granting you a future overflowing with purpose and vitality. Having absorbed the depths of my healing, I wish to explain the destiny I set for your life. You are not a product of chance. Each aspect of your existence was meticulously planned by me. I crafted you with an extraordinary mission, singular and unique to you. It isn't something you must chase blindly. I slowly unveil it as you grow closer. The nearer you come to me, the clearer I'll make your path. I guide you to the environments where I mean for you to serve, so that you fulfill the very role for which I shaped you. I have poured talents, aptitudes, and attributes into you that this planet requires. There are tasks meant solely for you to accomplish, lives solely for you to influence, an imprint that solely you can produce. Don't belittle the worth I have instilled in you or the calling I've assigned. Your destiny merges with my kingdom, advancing my intentions in this world. Whenever you move in sync with your destiny, a genuine sense of satisfaction emerges, the type gained from knowing you stand precisely where I desire. My child, rely on me to direct you onward. I'll lead you along the route I ordained, and in following me, you'll watch as every divine promise for your life unfurls, bestowing not only personal fulfillment, but also reflecting my splendor. Dearest child, as your calling grows clearer, you must recognize the origin of your power. In your walk, you will experience episodes when your own might seems inadequate, and at those precise points, I hope you'll depend on me. I am your refuge, your retreat where you discover renewal. My power is infinite, and I happily place it at your disposal, especially if you feel drained. When the storms of reality intensify, when conflicting winds threaten to topple you, recall that I am your stable rock. My strength finds completion when you acknowledge your limits, for it is in leaning on me that you uncover genuine potency. Don't attempt to conquer your struggles alone. I call you to surrender your shortcomings to me, trusting that I will sustain you, granting the resources you need to prevail over any dilemma. Bound to me, you embrace a power beyond mortal comprehension, a stamina that allows you to exceed your self-imposed boundaries. My child, let me be your refuge. Don't exhaust yourself bearing weights in isolation. Approach me and receive rest. Replenish your resolve and go forward with tenacity and vigor. I am the God who upholds, providing all the strength you require to triumph. In seeking me for resilience, realize that victory over adversity is assured. The trials you confront do not define the final chapter. Instead, they are scenes in a broader narrative, culminating in a glorious finish. I am the God who guarantees your success, guiding you in triumph, even when every sign appears contradictory. Every trouble you endure grants you another avenue to witness my wonders. I transform stumbling blocks into conquests, forging possibilities out of the impossible. By anchoring your faith in me, I take charge of your strife, propelling you toward victory. The triumph I guarantee is not merely fleeting, but also everlasting, pervading not just your physical journey, but your spiritual condition as well. I mold you, empower you, and prepare you for grander things to come. Each trouble you master verifies my unwavering nature to fulfill my commitments. Do not allow yourself to be overshadowed by adversity. Recall, I stand close, fighting in unity with you, that winning is already proclaimed. Walk with confidence, certain that if you remain in me, you are more than a champion. Challenges may loom, yet approach them with the certainty that triumph, prepared by me, lies ahead. My child, as you embrace your victories, remember that like my words have elevated you, you too may uplift others. Extend this blessing and unite in my favor. I have plans for you. Keep in mind that your faith demands a consistent revival. Faith serves as the bedrock of everything spiritual in your life, requiring continuous bolstering. Renewal of faith arises as you abide in me, feeding on my message, and enthusiastically pursuing my presence. Every fresh day presents fresh hurdles, fresh dilemmas that may test your resolve, so you must remain consistently linked to me, allowing me to refresh your inner might. I see the times your faith quivers when doubts develop and dread tries to gain ground. At those moments, I implore you to return to me, letting me reignite your faith, reminding you of every vow I've delivered and the triumphs you've witnessed so far. Resist letting faith dwindle. Present yourself daily before me, restoring your spirit. Then I shall supply you with the power to move forward. Your faith is precious to me. I yearn for it to mature and become robust, permitting you to lead the life I have mapped out. Along your path, sorrow, suffering, and setbacks may arise, but you must be reminded that in all such moments, I serve as your consoler. I am the God who wipes away tears, who eases burdens, who surrounds you with my boundless love even in the darkest hour. My solace isn't momentary or shallow, but rather profoundly healing, providing peace within the storm. Fully understand the weight of your anguish, the depth of your heartache, and I come to comfort, letting you rest in my compassionate arms. When you feel disoriented, as though adversity is too much to bear, remember I am with you. I will not part from you. My comfort proves you're never abandoned, that I accompany you every step, even in the pains that cut the deepest. Let me console you. Surrender your sorrow, and in return, I'll grant you peace. Let my love embrace you, warm you, cure your injuries, and trust that I stand as your unshakable refuge, ready to offer renewal to your soul. Growing in your walk, you should nurture a consistently thankful heart, not solely for monumental successes, but for the small, everyday breakthroughs. I abide in every element of your life, and every subtle progress reveals my hand orchestrating good on your account. Expressing gratitude for little victories attests to my generosity and steadfastness. Each dawn arrives with blessings often overlooked. I invite you to truly see these and respond with thanks. When you learn to express appreciation for the slightest gains, I can entrust you with so much more. Gratefulness reshapes your perspective, drawing you into deeper connection with me. It reorganizes your point of view regarding your current life. By being grateful for each modest triumph, you are affirming my providential care, believing in my thorough involvement, and showing readiness to proceed under my guidance. Child, let your heart perpetually overflow with gratitude. Give thanks for the sunrise of a fresh day, for the souls placed in your path, for unexpected possibilities, and yes, for any trials that help refine you. Gratitude unlocks entryways to bigger gifts, fostering continuous oneness with me. Grasp that your earthly pilgrimage is a spiritual expedition, a voyage that began the instant you submitted to me and endures until the day you are wholly enveloped in my presence. This is no simple affair. It's laden with significance, evolution, and profound insights regarding who I am and who you are in me. Every step on this path carries importance. Worry not about your pace or how far you've traveled. Concentrate on placing one foot ahead of the other. I walk beside you, steering your direction, shining a guiding light upon your route, and assisting you to overcome obstacles large and small. Your spiritual odyssey is distinct, and I have individualized intentions for each phase of it. Occasionally, you might feel as though you're circling. At other times, you may believe you're not advancing swiftly enough. But I reassure you, if you dwell in me, you remain exactly where I desire. I've called you on a faith-based venture, an unfolding road where trust in me is cultivated, a dependence upon me, an alignment with my will for your being. Every hurdle, every victory, every silent minute shapes you, molding you into my likeness, equipping you for future tasks. So march onward in determination and delight, knowing I remain at your side, ensuring we'll reach the conclusion I've appointed for you, a horizon brimming with calmness, contentment, and unceasing union with me. As you progress in your spiritual journey, be mindful that I carefully shape your destiny with tender attention and compassion. Each trial, each piece of wisdom, each period of strain forms part of my blueprint, strengthening you for what awaits. I view what lies ahead and orchestrate your experiences so you'll be prepared for the blessings I intend. The future I've constructed for you overflows with optimism, purpose, and valuable instances to shine my glory through your life. Reject fear for what's ahead, as I've already dwelt there and paved a path for you. Each step you are taking brings you nearer to that ultimate design, the place where my pledges to you find fulfillment. I exhort you to trust me, staying open to the lessons each season imparts. Even in the toughest conditions, I am molding, fortifying, and training you for the trials and abundances that are forthcoming. What confronts you today is the preparation for tomorrow's rewards. My child, commit your tomorrow to me. Allow me to steer and refine you and usher you to the conclusion I've laid out. As you walk toward that future, keep your core optimistic, assured that I stay with you now and forevermore. Across your walk, acquiring spiritual insight is indispensable. The power to hear my voice clearly and discern what is truly from me as opposed to what is not. Surrounded by a chaotic world with countless voices, I desire you to have definite understanding, to comprehend what I say so you can follow my appointed path. Discernment is a priceless offering I bestow upon those who sincerely seek me. Utilizing it, you can select wisely, avoid pitfalls, and confidently tread the journey I've marked out. Drawing near to me, devouring my word, delving into prayer, these habits sharpen and refine your perception. You need not panic about errors, for I guide, but you should remain attuned to my whisper, sensitive to my nudges. Spiritual wisdom helps you navigate complicated matters, recognize the moments and shifts in your life, and perceive my intervention in every development. Petition me for guidance, and I shall grant it freely. Yearn for ongoing connection with me, and you'll discover how your insight amplifies, allowing you to follow my counsel at every turn. Armed with discernment, you will walk boldly, confident that you travel the divine route I've provided. On the road you travel, fear can surface as a formidable giant, halting your forward motion. Fear is a device wielded by the foe to immobilize you, deterring you from the hopes I have given. But let me remind you now, do not cower, for I accompany you. My love casts out dread, and in me you can find both safety and bravery. Fear lacks dominion when you grasp my unbreakable promises. Recall, I overshadow every adversity, bigger than each challenge in your path. If fear tightens its grip, turn your gaze to me, and I'll bestow the peace that surpasses comprehension, confirmation that you are secure under my protection. My dear child, I invite you to deepen your closeness with me. Press join and enter a haven where my voice comes through clearly, where you'll meet compassion and companionship in every faithful step. I did not give you a fearful heart, but rather one of might, tenderness, and mental balance. I designed you to walk in boldness, recognizing that I provide your armor, your guard. Don't allow panic to orchestrate your deeds. In its place, let my nearness embolden you, granting you courage and assuredness to advance. meeting each circumstance with conviction. Whenever anxiety asserts itself strongly, keep in mind that I am the God who stands with you, guiding you, sustaining you. Move ahead unafraid, unwavering in my unwavering presence, now and through all ages. Life brings hours when speeches and commitments lose their impact. What you need is my embrace, a soft, consoling hold that surrounds you, bringing an innate sense of safety. I am prepared to extend that embrace, enveloping you in my everlasting love, letting you sense your belonging. My hold differs from mortal contact, ephemeral and constrained. My arms remain forever open, deeply capable of healing your innermost afflictions. When you're exhausted, burdened, or lonely, recall that I am always near, arms stretched out to shelter you. My embrace is a refuge for your weariness, a source of serenity and comfort. There, you can relinquish every worry, every weight, merely yielding to my boundless love. I know you thoroughly, better than anyone, intimately aware of your exact needs. Child, come rest in me anytime you wish. I remain here, eager to console, to encourage, to refresh. My embrace is ever at hand because I cherish you with an unwavering devotion nothing can break. As you walk with me, it's pivotal that you pursue my wisdom and trust fully in it. My counsel far surpasses mere worldly knowledge. It is spiritual insight guiding your every choice, every stride. My wisdom is always available. If you merely ask, I will offer it kindly. Armed with that wisdom, you discern right from wrong and can evaluate events through a broader lens, choosing in alignment with my nature. I urge you to search for my wisdom in all spheres of your life. Confronted with formidable judgments or tangled dilemmas, approach me and let my wisdom lead, ensuring you remain on the intended road. Depend on me, for my wisdom is perfect, unwavering, and will guide you to the highest good. Embodying my wisdom not only helps you form correct decisions, but also propels spiritual advancement, fostering growth to reflect me increasingly. Let my wisdom be the beacon that brightens your journey. My beloved child, as we finish these reflections, I want to refresh the assurance of a future brimming with promise. My planning is for your well-being, not your harm, to bless you with optimism and prospects. The horizons I have for you stretch beyond your visible scope, beyond what your intellect imagines. The future I prepared is abundant in confidence, in fruition, containing instants where my intervention emerges undeniably. No matter the immediate scenario, irrespective of the frustrations confronting you, remember that I hold your future safely. I have called you to live in fullness, infused with meaning and destiny. If you remain faithful, walking the road I set forth, you will observe how each promise is meticulously brought to pass. I am loyal, and what I pledge, I deliver. Glimpse ahead with hope. Beloved, you've stood in the quiet where loss seemed final, and now you know it was the launch pad for your highest calling. Carry this truth in your heart, and when doubt creeps in, return here where my voice will meet yours. Subscribe and ring the bell so you never miss the fresh revelation I pour out each week. Your next breakthrough awaits in every new message. Share your "Yes, I receive" moment in the comments below, and let our family celebrate every step of your journey together. Hit like to anchor this promise in your spirit, and share this video to ignite hope in someone who needs it right now. Come back soon, because heaven's timing never fails, and the best is yet to unfold. Amen.